one goes to the good guys. It goes to the New York Knicks. And how did it happen? Your stars have to lead the way in the playoffs. In the first half, it was Julius. But in the second half, it was Captain Clutch, Jalen Brunson, who delivered for his team when they needed him the most. He was the one to go toe-to-toe with the Spider. And for that reason, the New York Knicks are going home with a victory. How about Josh Hart, the Warrior? 101-97. The Knicks take game one in Cleveland Rock City. When we started the show, he asked me, he's like, you nervous? I said, I'm not nervous. Because I jumped on SNY with Dexter Henry. And what we saw tonight is the reason why you brought Jalen Brunson here. It wasn't about winning in the regular season. It wasn't about all-star. This was about having a player who you put it in his hands in crunch time, who will match what the Spider is doing on the other side. That is what Jalen Brunson did in this second half. They tried to take him out of the game with cheap fouls in the first half. Give credit to Julius Randle for coming through. The ankle was good. He was cooking in the first half. He set the table. But in the second half, how many points did Jalen Brunson have in the third quarter? 12 points? 12 in the third. And in crunch time, 5 minutes to go. Yes, after a couple of bad turnovers, back-to-back turnovers by Brunson and RJ, I still wasn't nervous because I said he's going to redeem himself, and that he did.
What I want to say, though, what's really shocking is that Donovan Mitchell put up 38 points.
Yeah.
Right? And the Knicks are still able to win.
Still able to win. It wasn't enough because while he was able to carry his team, no one else stepped up. And you know why? Because in a battle in the playoffs, when the intensity is ratcheted up and the physical play is ratcheted up, guess who rose to the occasion? It was the New York Knicks. They beat the Cavs in the physical game, in the intensity game. Give credit. A lot of unsung heroes. Yes, Brunson's going to take a lot of credit for his crunch time performance, but Josh Hart was great throughout the game, bro.
Absolutely.
Josh Hart was great. This is another reason. This is a guy, he's playoff made. The intangibles. 14 points for Josh Hart. How many points? It's 14, right? 17, because he hit a big three in crunch time. Incredible.
We're going to find out this playoffs, why the Knicks made that move. You talk about a debut.
Yeah.
Again,
what a debut.
I think people forget. This is actually Josh Hart's first playoff game in his career.
Yes.
And he goes 17-10, CP. Al, 17
7 to 10, 7 to 10. Oh, 17 to 10 rebounds.
17 to 10
rebounds.
Wow.
5 of those 10 rebounds offensive.
Yeah.
2 assists, a steal, +5, 33 minutes, 8 of 11.
Major.
And how about that huge three? He only took 2 threes. One of them was that huge three
that he created himself. This wasn't a catch and shoot three.
Yep.
This was in desperation. My team needs me. Shot clock is winding down. I got to do something. Came through big.
And that's the difference between, even though it's his playoff debut, you go back to your college days. You go back to the type of player that you are, what you bring to the table. Those are winning intangibles. And sometimes, even when you don't have playoff experience, because you kind of bring to the table what playoff basketball is about, you don't get fazed by the moment.
Yeah.
And in that one possession where he hit that clutch shot, a lot of young players will rush that shot.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because of the moment. They were all looking for Brunson, and there was a lot of ball denying. Brunson couldn't get the basketball. The shot clock's turning down. He shoots the long three from the deepest part of the basketball court, from the center three, and he makes it.
I previewed this game with Chris Fedor, and when he was shocked that I chose the Knicks to win in game one. He was like, we're a really good home team. I was like, but we're a really good road team. The inexperience is what's going to come in here.
Good point.
But the thing is, we got Tom Thibodeau, and let's give Tom Thibodeau some praise tonight, because talk about adjustments. All right, talk about adjustments. We saw in the first half, we saw Tom Thibodeau go with that second unit that went toe-to-toe with the Cavs' first unit.
Yeah.
We saw some rotations that we never even seen tonight.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
And the fact that he was mixing and matching, trying to show them even phases that, or even sets that, or I should really say lineups that the Knicks didn't.
We never saw them.
We haven't seen them for the entire season. And look, we even saw Obi topping in the third quarter. You know what I mean? Like, we never seen that.
brought us back in that third quarter.
Exactly.
He said, we know everything they're going to run. We know their tendencies. It's going to come down to your best players making plays. For them, it was Spider. For us, it was Brunson. He got the last word.
But I thought you meant Randle, like, throughout parts of the game. But, like, even throughout parts of the game where you see, like, clock is winding down and you need a bucket, Randle's right there.
Got to go to
look. It's not even just scoring. He was making some good passes. There was times where I'm just like, yo, where has this Randle been for a minute? Because he can be a good passer when he chooses to be. And tonight was that opportunity for him where he, even though he had it going, he got his 19 points, right?
Yep.
He got his 19 points. But the fact that he was like, okay, somebody else is open. There's a better shot around there. I got to trust my teammates so that way they can get in rhythm, so that way they can get confidence, because this is a 7-game series. It's not one game.
Right.
We're not talking one night. They need confidence for the rest of the series. The fact that he did that, talk about leadership. Not even, like, there were times even when we can just talk about the stuff where he even arguing with refs. He walked away from a lot of that stuff.
Yeah.
He took the physicality of Evan Mobley, Jarrett Allen. Yo, you got to give kudos to Julius Randle for what he did tonight.
All right, perfect. Hey, great game, man. Great game.
Yep.
Hey, let's go Knicks, right? I called in the other day. I said, hey, the biggest problem the Cavs got, man, the Cavs got to be perfect. Donovan Mitchell has to be perfect every game to win. We don't necessarily have to. I'm looking at this box score. I'm looking at the box score of this game, right? I don't see anybody that had a bad night tonight on the Cleveland Cavaliers. I don't see them doing any much more than what they did tonight.
Yeah.
There's nobody here that can really pick up and compete with the Knicks. I look at the Knicks bench. I look at the Knicks box score. I see a few people, at least 3 guys, that could potentially come out next game and win and do even better than they did this game. So we're too deep for this team, man.
Yeah.
We got too much going on with this that I think we're good against the Cavs. Next thing, let's really shout out and praise Tibbs, right?
Yeah.
Tibbs has the most playoff experience out of anybody on that court. All right. Tibbs has been here plenty of times before. The smartest thing ever. Hey, let's take Garland out his game early. We're going to rush him early. We're going to just keep frustrating him early. Let's let Donovan Mitchell be the one that has to do everything.
Yeah.
That was the smartest thing ever. And from there, Garland scored here and there, but it was spotty. You know what I'm saying? And the refs had to damn near take Brunson out to even keep the game closer to even come back. So we got a great team with a half of Brunson. We still put on a good show. It's going to be even worse the next game, right? So let's keep the momentum up. Let's get to the home court and let's close this thing out, man. I'm saying Knicks in 6. I might even go Knicks in 5 now after this game.
One thing I think happened out of this is that we won game 1, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that J.B. Bickerstaff is going to play that Osmond on Brunson like he did this first game. Now, if it would have worked, I think he would have stayed with it. But I just think that since we won, he's going to try to, scramble and come up with something else. Man.
Yeah.
Big up for Julius. I kept hearing Marvin, but here comes Julius. And what surprised me, man, when we had a little difficulty in the beginning, Tibbs went to the bench, man. He was like, yo, man, I'm going to expand the rotation. I was like, oh, go Tibbs. It's the Sandman. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
What else can we say about Josh Hart, JD? Look, Mitchell and iHeart made Jarrett Allen, who always looks like, Will Arcindor against us.
Yeah.
And Mobley, they made him look small. They made him look small in the first game.
Yeah. Yes.
I thought RJ had defensive moments and stealing the ball. I think he had his moments. But listen, man, everybody's a rookie all over again. RJ, Grimes, and IQ were rookies tonight. They were deer in the headlights. It's going to get better. It's going to get tougher too. But hey, man, this is the playoffs, man. It's where you see players become players.
Yep.
Stars become stars, and superstars are formed for the playoffs.
It's been a great show, great experience, great win. It's one in the books, one for the good guys. We'll see you guys for Knicks Weekly, most likely Sunday night. So just stay tuned for that. Thanks again for tuning in, man. Peace.